Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome back to English Radio Channel. This is the place where we take the scary out of English and make it simple, practical, and most importantly, enjoyable. I'm your host, Mark.
And I'm Sarah. Hi, Mark, and hello to all our wonderful listeners tuning in from around the world. Mark, I have to tell you, I am absolutely buzzing today. I've caught the travel bug.
The travel bug? Well, that's one illness I don't mind catching. For our listeners, when Sarah says she has the travel bug, she means she has a very strong desire to travel. So, Sarah, spill the beans. Where are you off to?
I'm planning a trip to visit my relatives in Paris. It's been ages since I've seen them. I'm so excited to see the Eiffel Tower and eat my weight in croissants, but I'll be honest, Mark, I have a few butterflies in my stomach.
Butterflies in your stomach? You're feeling a bit nervous.
Exactly. Even though I study English, the thought of navigating a massive international airport, talking to officials, understanding announcements, not getting lost, it feels a bit overwhelming. I don't want to get tongue-tied at the check-in desk.
Tongue-tied, that's a great idiom. It means being so nervous that you can't speak clearly. Well, Sarah, and to everyone listening, don't you worry. Today's episode is a mega guide. We are going to walk through every single step of the airport experience. By the end of this, you'll be navigating the terminal like a pro.
That's exactly what I need, a step-by-step roadmap.
But before we get the show on the road, friends, if you find our lessons helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to English Radio Channel.
And if you have a friend who is planning a trip, share this with them. Let's help everyone travel with confidence.
Okay, Sarah, let's start at the very beginning. You're at home, your flight is tomorrow, and your bed is covered in clothes. What's the plan?
Well, I've got my big purple bag. I'm trying to fit everything in there. My shoes, my coat, my gifts for my family.
Now, let's talk vocabulary. That big bag you're talking about is your suitcase. Collectively, we call these luggage or baggage. Interestingly, Sarah, luggage is an uncountable noun. You can't say, I have 3 luggages. You have 3 pieces of luggage.
Oh, good catch. So my suitcase is my checked luggage because I give it to the airline, right?
Precisely. But what about the things you keep with you?
I have my backpack for my laptop, my book, and my snacks.
That is your carry-on luggage, or hand luggage in British English. And here is a pro tip. Always make sure your carry-on fits the size requirements. If it's too big, they might force you to gate check it.
Gate check? What does that mean?
It means they take it from you right before you get on the plane and put it in the cargo hold because there's no room left in the cabin. It's a bit of a hassle, so check the dimensions before you leave home.
Got it. Oh, and I've got my travel documents in a special folder, my passport and my flight itinerary.
Smart move. If you lose your passport, you're grounded. And not in the way parents punish kids. You literally cannot leave the ground. Okay, fast forward. You've taken a taxi and you're standing at the entrance of the airport. It's loud, it's busy, and people are rushing everywhere. What's the first thing you look for?
I look for those massive television screens. There are hundreds of flights listed there.
Those are the departure boards. They're your best friend. You need to look for your flight number. Don't just look for Paris because there might be 5 flights to Paris at the same time.
Right, I see mine. AF123. It says check-in open and points to row 12.
Perfect. Now, you might also see other statuses on that board. If it says delayed, it means the flight is late. If it says canceled, well, then we have a problem. But if it says on time, you're good to go.
What if it says boarding?
If it says boarding and you're still at the entrance, you better run for your life. That means the plane is getting ready to leave. But usually, you'll see go to gate. You found row 12. You're standing in line or standing in a queue for our UK listeners. It's your turn. You walk up to the agent. What's the first thing they ask?
Usually it's good morning, may I have your passport and booking reference, please?
Exactly. They might also ask, are you checking any bags today?
And I'd say, yes, just this one. Then I put my purple suitcase on the conveyor belt.
And this is the moment of truth, Sarah, the scale. If your bag is too heavy, you're overweight. Not you, the bag.
I hope not. If it's over the limit, do I have to pay an excess baggage fee?
You do, and those fees can be pricey. It's always better to weigh your bag at home. Now, the agent will ask you a very important question: window or aisle?
I'm a window seat person through and through. I love to lean my head against the wall and watch the world go by.
See, I prefer the aisle seat. I like the freedom to get up and stretch my legs without climbing over a sleeping stranger. It's a matter of preference.
After that, they hand me a rectangular piece of stiff paper, my boarding pass.
That is your golden ticket. It has your gate number, your seat number, and your boarding time. Note, boarding time is usually 30 to 45 minutes before the flight actually leaves. Don't confuse it with the departure time. Now, Sarah, we come to the part everyone hates: security.
Oh, the fun part, where I have to take off my shoes and feel like I'm being judged by a machine.
It's not that bad, but you do need to be prepared. There's usually a long line and you want to be efficient. What do you do with your electronics?
I have to take my laptop and tablet out of my bag and put them in a separate bin or tray.
Correct. And what about your liquids?
They have to be in containers no larger than 100 milliliters, and they all have to fit in one clear, zip-top plastic bag.
Exactly. If you try to bring a big bottle of shampoo, the security officer will likely tell you to toss it in the bin. It's the 311 rule in many places.
I always forget my belt. Last time the metal detector went off and I had to do the walk of shame back to the bins to take it off.
We've all been there. If the machine beeps, don't panic. Just follow the officer's instructions. They might use a handheld wand or ask you to step into a body scanner. It's all part of the process to keep everyone safe. You've made it through. You've gathered your belongings, put your shoes back on, and now you're in the departure lounge.
This is where I can finally breathe. It's like a giant shopping mall inside the airport.
It really is. You've got your duty-free shops. Sarah, do you know what duty-free actually means?
It means the goods are sold without local import taxes, right? So things like perfume, chocolate, and electronics are often cheaper.
Spot on. It's a great place to pick up souvenirs if you forgot to buy them in the city. But be careful, sometimes duty-free doesn't mean cheap. It's easy to go overboard and spend too much money.
I'll try to keep a lid on my spending. I'll probably just find a cafe, grab a coffee, and wait for my gate to be called.
Keep an eye on the Flight Information Display Systems, or FIDS. Sometimes gates change at the last minute. You don't want to be waiting at gate 10 if your plane is actually leaving from gate 50 on the other side of the airport.
Suddenly, you hear a chime over the intercom. Attention passengers for flight AF123 to Paris. We are now ready for boarding at gate 7.
I head to the gate. There's usually a line, and they call people by groups or rows.
Yes, they often start with priority boarding. That's for people in first class or those with special needs. Then they call the rest of us. You show your passport and boarding pass one last time to the agent.
And then I walk down that long, windowless hallway that leads to the plane.
That's the jet bridge or the air bridge. At the door of the plane, a flight attendant will greet you. Welcome aboard. May I see your boarding pass?
They tell me, turn right. Your seat is in the middle of the cabin.
Now, the overhead bin shuffle. You have to find space for your carry-on bag above your seat.
This is where I always feel rushed because there's a long line of people behind me waiting to get to their seats.
Just take your time. If you can't find space, ask a flight attendant. Excuse me, is there any room left in the overhead compartments? They are there to help. You're buckled in. You've fastened your seatbelt. The pilot comes on the radio and says, "Cabin crew, prepare for takeoff."
I love that feeling, the push back into the seat as the plane speeds up. And then we're airborne.
Once the fasten your seatbelt sign goes off, you can move around, but it's always safer to keep it on while seated in case of turbulence.
Turbulence is when the plane shakes a little because of the air, right?
Exactly. It's like a few bumps in the road, but in the sky. Soon, the flight attendants will come around with the trolley.
Would you like something to drink?
And you say,
I'd like a ginger ale with no ice, please. Or, could I have a coffee?
Good. And for the meal service, they usually offer two choices, chicken or pasta.
Why is it always chicken or pasta, Mark?
It's an age-old mystery of the skies. If you have a dietary restriction, like if you're vegetarian or gluten-free, you usually have to request a special meal at least 24 hours before the flight.
That's a great tip. I'll remember that for next time. For now, I'll just enjoy my pasta and watch a movie on the in-flight entertainment system.
The pilot announces, "We have begun our descent into Paris." You land, the wheels hit the tarmac, and everyone claps. Well, some people do.
I just want to get off the plane, but the journey isn't over. I have to go through immigration or passport control.
This is the part that makes people most nervous. You stand in front of an officer in a booth. They can be very serious.
They ask, "What is the purpose of your visit?"
And you should be clear and direct. "I'm here on vacation," or "I'm visiting family." They might also ask, "How long are you staying?"
I'll be here for 2 weeks.
They might also ask where you are staying. It's a good idea to have the address of your hotel or your relative's house written down or saved on your phone.
Then, thump, they stamp my passport. Welcome to France.
That is the best sound in the world.
Now you follow the signs for baggage claim. You'll see a giant moving belt.
The carousel! I always have a minor panic attack here. What if my bag didn't make it? What if someone else takes it?
It's a common fear. To make it easier, many people put a bright ribbon or a colorful luggage tag on their suitcase. Since your bag is purple, it should stand out from the crowd.
There it is! I see it! Grabs bag. It's a bit scuffed, but it's here.
Excellent. Now you walk through customs. Usually there are 2 exits, green, nothing to declare, and red, goods to declare.
Since I only have my clothes and some small gifts, I'll go through the green exit.
And just like that, Sarah, you're in the arrivals hall. Your relatives are waiting there with a big sign that says, "Welcome, Sarah."
Oh, Mark, I feel so much better now. Having the right words really does make the whole experience feel like a walk in the park.
I'm so glad. Let's do a quick wrap-up of the key terms we covered today for our listeners. Sarah, do you want to start?
Sure. Suitcase or luggage, your bags. Carry-on, the bag you take into the cabin. Departure board, the screen with flight times and gates. Check-in counter, where you drop your bags and get your boarding pass. Boarding pass, your ticket to get on the plane.
Great. And don't forget, overweight, when your bag is too heavy. Security bin, where you put your belongings for the x-ray. Aisle versus window, your seat location. Overhead bin, storage above your seat. Baggage claim or carousel, where you pick up your bags after landing.
And we used some great idioms today, too. Travel bug, a strong desire to travel. Butterflies in your stomach, feeling nervous. Tongue-tied, too nervous to speak. Get the show on the road, to start a journey or project. Pricey, expensive. A walk in the park, something very easy.
Well, Sarah, I think you're more than ready for your trip to Paris. Just remember, if you don't understand something at the airport, don't be afraid to ask. Could you repeat that, please? Or, where's the nearest restroom? Are perfectly fine questions.
Thank you, Mark. I feel 100% more confident. I'm going to go finish my packing now, and I'll make sure to weigh my suitcase.
Smart girl. To our listeners, we want to hear from you. Where's your dream destination, and have you ever had a funny or lost in translation moment at an airport? Let us know in the comments below.
We love reading your stories. And remember, if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss a lesson.
Thanks for tuning in to English Radio Channel. Safe travels to everyone flying soon, and for everyone else, we'll see you in the next episode.
Happy travels!
Goodbye.